Talkie Walkie. I'm in Viva Las Vegas, beautiful Las Vegas, here with my good friend Tony Pezzo. You know him from being one of the best jugglers in the world, and he's also a pretty good rapper. He's starring in Absinthe here in Vegas on the Strip. He just joined the show, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago from Opium, the other hit at the Cosmopolitan, right?
Yep.
But now you're in Absinthe.
Yeah.
Which is like, if you don't know, will you describe Absinthe to your fans?
So Absinthe is a cabaret-style circus show. It's got like a really raunchy host.
Yeah.
And it's just a bunch of fun circus acts.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like some comedy, acrobatics, juggling, aerial, people spinning in the air. And it's been around like 13 years now.
I think I saw it like the first year it came out.
Oh, really?
I think I did, yeah.
Yeah, I think it opened 2011.
Yeah.
And now it's one of the most popular shows because it's located right on the Strip.
But it's not in like a venue. It's like in a tent, right?
Yeah,
right?
It's
kind of
a big red tent
Uh-huh.
in front of. It's kind of a fake tent. It looks like a tent, but it's actually it's got some wood in there now.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it started as a tent, but then when it became like a permanent thing after like a year, they kind of built it up.
I didn't know that. So when I was there, it was like a tent.
Probably,
Yeah, because like I do remember they had like just like weird chairs.
Yeah.
Do they still have weird, like the seating was
all the
like.
chairs are different.
Yeah.
That's kind of the charm of it. It's very like, it looks very cheap, but very like eclectic.
Yeah.
Like all these.
It's like cheap on purpose.
It's cheap on purpose. Yeah.
That's funny.
It's kind of supposed to be like anti Cirque du Soleil.
Oh.
Like, Cirque has all the glitz and glamour.
Sure.
And all the performers, decked out in makeup and stuff. And Absinthe is really like stripped down. Here's a shitty seat. We're gonna roast you. But it's really fun.
It's more raw and gritty, more punk rock,
gritty.
right? Yeah.
You're up close.
Yeah.
It's fun.
How many people does the venue hold?
It holds about 6 something.
Wow,
650
that's
maybe.
huge.
Pretty big, yeah.
That's pretty big, yeah. And it's like a hot ticket. It's sold out almost every night.
It is, yeah.
Wow. Does it feel like do you get excited performing in like a cool show like that every night? I would be stoked.
It's really fun. Yeah, it's cool to just be right there in the center of the Strip.
Yeah.
Just all the action. You hear the clubs going, the DJs, and then you're just like standing out there ready to perform.
I mean, there are so many shows in Vegas. So many.
Yeah.
And Absinthe has since for 13 years or whenever it came out, has always been like a cool show to be in.
Yeah.
Right? So do you to be in like one of the cool shows in Vegas, do you get like, I don't know, like do other performers like get jealous of you thinking like, oh my God, you're in Absinthe, how cool is that? Like are we going over?
Let's go this way.
Oh, we're going this way. Okay. Like I would imagine like it's like kind of like when you say like, oh yeah, like it's like if you're on Broadway, like, oh yeah, what show are you in? Hamilton. It feels like that would be like the same kind of thing. Like, what show are you in Vegas? I know a little show called Absinthe.
It is cool because it's actually a show that everyone's heard of. So it's fun to say you're in Absinthe.
Of course.
Sure. And it's got a good reputation, so a lot of people want to be in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is. It's pretty cool being in like a popular show.
And what's like your juggling act like? Because people are probably watching this being like, okay, he's a juggler, he's in this really cool, like nitty-gritty circus show. Anti-circus show in a way.
Yeah.
Right? So like what is your act?
Our act is it's a little bit punk rock how we juggle, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
I love that so much.
Irreverent, like just kind of throwing shit around. We do
it's like chaotic.
It's chaotic.
But there's like but I'm purposely like choreographed.
Purposely chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's 3 of us and we're throwing balls and clubs over the audience. We're juggling water bottle so it like splashes the audience.
Yeah. Is it vodka in the water bottles or just water?
It's just water.
Oh, you ever pee in there and then?
Yeah, sometimes.
Got gross real quick. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, just a lot of. I mean, we were like hitting clubs off of our heads to the other person.
Wow. Do you ever just get like lost in the moment? It's so chaotic, and all these, water, all these clubs, all the lights, the music, the crowd. You ever just like, what am I doing? I think I would, because I know, I'm speaking from experience. I get a little lost in the moment from time to time.
Well, I definitely get lost in the space sometimes
Yeah.
because it's a circle.
Oh.
So sometimes you'll spin around and you'll be like, wait, you don't know which way you're facing.
Yeah.
But it's funny because, the act, we try to look like super casual.
Yeah.
Like we're just throwing stuff around.
Yeah.
But in our heads, we're like counting. We're like, okay, 1 throw, 2.
Yo.
You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
it's very focused. And then we try to just look like we're just messing around,
Yeah. Anything could happen. You kind of make it like that's kind of how I do it too.
Yeah.
When I go on stage, I want to make it, even though like I write out every single joke and every single word I want to say before I get on stage.
Yeah.
I try to make it look or appear that it's just like
Yeah.
off the cuff.
Yeah, you just thought of it.
Yeah,
It just happened to me
but
today.
sometimes that does happen. Like in my show last night, I was just like completely off the cuff, and it was shit. No, it was fun. But yeah, so like that happens. And then do you ever though, because you're trying so hard to make it appear spontaneous and improv, do you ever just like do something that like the other two guys aren't expecting you to do? You ever throw in a little 360? A little high throw, a little blind kick or something, huh?
I try not to do anything that's gonna like mess up what they're doing.
Sure. Yeah, that's
But
a nice.
There are moments in the act when you're doing your own thing, and I might just do a little extra. You catch behind the back to myself.
Oh yeah. All right. When you're
throw
feeling
on
it.
the head. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I want. Let's go get this ice cream.
Okay.
We'll
It's
come
actually
back.
Not great.
Is it not good? Okay, never mind.
But there's another place we can go.
Well, it's 90, like
okay.
1 degrees in here. I'm wearing a knit hat because I have this zit. Can you see the zit right there?
Oh yeah.
That's a pretty big one. And so I was like, I gotta just wear a hat. Oh,
Get a visor.
visor. That's a good call. Well, I have a
Place.
baseball hat.
Okay.
But every time I wear that when I have a zit on my forehead,
Yeah.
it rubs against the zit, and then I
you
have.
soft.
That's why I got it, like the soft. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let it breathe later. But that's the reason behind the hat, if you were wondering, because it's
I thought
hot.
It was just your character.
It does fit the character. I do have stickers with this hat on,
Yeah.
and stuff as well.
You're like a typical.
Who's that?
It's like a journalist. He's got like a big YouTube.
Do you want to get
news show?
Do you want to get a tattoo?
Oof.
Oh no.
I think. Well,
All right.
that would be hilarious. They do $10 tattoos.
Yeah, that's crazy. What would a $10 tattoo look like?
Like a circle or a dot or.
I would get like a J on my wedding finger for my wife.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting married. I could get a.
You are getting married.
married,
When
yeah.
are you getting married?
Well, it's a little complicated.
Yeah.
It's in Japan.
That's right.
We're waiting for the old
Yeah.
visa.
Yeah.
So that should come through in a few months, maybe January, and then we'll get married in the spring, maybe April. We'll see. We're kind of in the hands of the government right now.
Yeah, that's
Get here.
That's never good
Yeah.
when anything is in the hands of the government.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're doing the kind of like the real life 90-day fiance
Oh yeah.
situation. Yeah.
Wow.
So after we get the visa, she comes here, and then we have 90 days to get married.
Wait, can't you apply for the show? Like, don't you? How
Through
fun
the
would?
show?
Yeah, like how fun would that be to see Tony Pezzo on 90 Day Fiancé?
Oh, yeah.
Like that would be so cool because like I'm sure they'd love that you're in Vegas, you're starring in a show on the Strip.
That's true.
And like how exciting for other people to watch that.
I should have thought of that when I first applied.
No,
They
you can
prob-
still do it.
Yeah, but I feel like we're kind of at the. Well, I was just thinking if they could help out with the process.
I'm sure they would. Hey, internet, do your thing. Let's get Tony Pezzo on 90 Day
90
Fiancé.
Day Fiancé.
You know what I also wanted to do, which is completely off topic here, but I've never seen the show Big Brother,
Oh, okay.
but I think I could do well on that show. I don't
so.
really know much about it.
I haven't seen it either, but I think you could do well.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I try to think of like anything I can do to like to increase my
get the numbers
following.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gotta get them numbers up. You know the game. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about Cheesy Boy.
Okay.
Cheesy Boy. So Tony, you're also a really talented musician, rapper, producer.
Eh.
No, you are. So you had an EP come out. What do you call it? An EP?
Yeah, EP.
And it was so good. And then you came out with all these cool shoes that I got a pair of, and these headbands. Cheesy Boy, tell me how like Cheesy Boy came to be.
Cheesy Boy came to be. My friend gave me the name. I used to have like a cheeseburger matching whole suit or whatever.
Yeah,
Anyways, my friend gave me the nickname.
Cheesy Boy.
I love music.
Yeah.
Just started messing around, making beats at home, rapping. I mean, one of the cool things about this gig in Vegas is like, we get so much time during the day.
Yeah.
I mean, the same as probably your life.
Yeah.
You're just like trying to figure out things to do during the day. Like,
Yeah, pretty much.
shows at night.
Well, that's why we're podcasting.
We're doing it now.
Content. We're doing it right now. You're right.
So when I started in Vegas like 7 years ago, and then I all of a sudden have all of this free time.
Yeah.
Free until 7 p.m.
Yeah.
So started rapping, making music.
But like he's good. Like he's really, really good. And like you might think, okay, juggler turned rapper from St. Louis. You might be like, what? Wait, it is St. Louis, right?
St. Louis.
St.
Yeah,
Louis.
yeah.
But like it's so good. And like you have this line about airport vultures and stuff, and I was just like, oh dude, like I don't know. The whole thing is great. Check it out. Is it on Spotify?
It's on Spotify.
All right.
Yeah.
Under Cheesy Boy?
Uh-huh.
Do you have any new
Or just under my name, Tony.
Oh.
Tony Pezzo.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have any new music coming out?
I have a bunch of stuff in the vault.
Woo!
But
Release it, baby.
I haven't released in a couple years.
I mean, 90 Day Fiancé would love this.
That might entice them more.
They would love it.
Yeah.
I think. All right, it's gonna be like my mission now during the day to try to get you on that show and me on Big Brother. We'd be like then we could tour together. Like, oh, we did all these reality shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, juggling. What is it? Why do people do it?
How do people do it?
What made you fall in love with
Gets
it?
your mind off of life.
Yeah. You juggle to get away from all your problems.
That's probably why I started doing it.
Yeah.
Juggling is a cool thing because it really takes all of your focus.
Yeah.
So it's very like meditative.
It really is.
Like
yeah.
you just get in the zone. You're just throwing shit around. It's super fun. There's not a lot of there's not a lot of rules.
Mm-hmm.
And it's as far as circus stuff, it's like it's not dangerous really, unless
Right.
you're doing fire knives.
Well, and even still.
Even still not that dangerous.
Right.
So you don't need a coach. You
Right.
can just do it at home.
Did you learn from like YouTube?
I actually took a class. It was like a summer camp.
Whoa, in St. Louis?
Uh-huh.
Wow.
And then after that, it was YouTube.
Yeah.
It was Facebook.
Yeah.
Just teaching myself mostly.
That's so cool.
Going to the local juggling club.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Each like city or town will usually have like a juggling club, and there was one in Milwaukee where I would go every Friday night. It was at UWM, which is like the university over there of Milwaukee, and it was so fun. It was like only like 4 or 5 people.
Yeah.
But they were all really good, way better than me at the time.
Yeah, I mean when you're starting off especially, it's really important to get like that inspiration.
Yeah.
Go meet other jugglers.
Yes.
Also a lot of juggling festivals when I was younger.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's where we probably met at MadFest or something.
Probably, yeah.
And I remember watching your videos because, man, isn't it crazy how YouTube, like, you can kind of just like watch a person's life, because if you started posting videos on YouTube pretty young, like when you were doing like those family style themed juggling performances.
Yeah, probably like 2006 started.
Wow.
Posting some YouTubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good way just to document like your progress.
Exactly. Yeah. And just like kind of what you're working on at that time.
Yeah.
You can go back and look at it.
And then you meet all the other jugglers online and you chat with them and then you meet up at juggling festivals.
Mm-hmm. I was so intimidated by a lot of jugglers when I was going to festivals because I would see people like Wes Peden and Joe Showers, and these are jugglers who I really like, about the same age, but they're so much better technically than me, so I would always get like very discouraged. I'd always do my best juggling at a juggling convention.
Yeah.
Because like I'd be in the gym and like for some reason my brain would just be like, oh no, you got to do it this way now.
Yeah.
And like I had. this is I love Vegas. Look at, I don't know if you can see this. It is wild. What's up, man? Oh dang.
Oh, yeah.
Oh dang. Oh boy. Oh buddy. But yeah, yeah, juggling conventions are very fun. I got over that,
Discouragement.
I got over that because everyone brings something different to the table, and like, I didn't want to be the next Joe or Wes. I just wanted to be like the next, me. I just wanted to do you kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where are we gonna go? This way?
Go this way.
All right.
Yeah, there is I know what you mean. There is an element to when you go to a juggling festival and everyone's better than you.
Oh, it sucks. It's like every juggling convention I go to at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta like put your pride aside. There's also a bunch of people worse than you.
Yeah, that's true.
And one thing I've noticed with juggling is like, you can work on a trick by yourself and like never learn how to do it. But as soon as you're in the same room with someone and they're doing it,
Yeah.
you're just like, oh, it's possible.
Why is that a thing?
I think just seeing it in real life,
Ah, okay.
you're just like,
Yeah.
oh, it's real. Like if they can do it, I can do it.
Yeah.
Because I've learned so many tricks at juggling festivals
Yeah.
just because someone's like standing next to me doing it.
That is very nice.
Yeah.
It's a good. It feels so good when a new trick just clicks. That's what will happen. If you're wondering out there, you'll practice. You'll get an idea for a trick, right?
Yeah.
Practice and practice and practice. Then eventually, all of a sudden, one day you can just do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then it's just like in your repertoire. 9 out of 10 times you'll get it. It's crazy how that happens.
And that's such an addictive feeling.
It is.
Like I still remember being like 13 and like having 5 balls click.
Oh.
Like just working on it for weeks.
Gosh.
Like just flashing it, just doing a few throws. And all of a sudden you're just doing it. Like I'm just doing it like even just like 10 seconds.
There was a time where I was juggling pretty heavily, 2017, and I got 7 balls down, and it felt so good. For a week, I could do like 50 to 100 catches, no problem, and then I lost it. And for some reason, I can't do it now.
What happened?
I don't know, man. I started practicing like the wrong ways, maybe.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
You got like bad habits.
I have tons of bad habits. I know I don't have good form. When you see me juggle now, my shoulders are up here.
Yeah.
My arms are up here, and instead of like being down here. Like I just have. I taught myself when I was 9.
Yeah.
Never had any good teachers or anything like that. It's tough.
Yeah, I did have a teacher when I was.
Who did you have?
Richard Kennison.
Wow, he's like the best teacher.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's amazing.
He was in St. Louis.
Oh.
I met him at the juggling club.
Okay.
And he would teach me once a week. And that really helped with just staying relaxed. And
Yeah. I wish.
Juggling's all about just like breathing and not making a weird face.
You're right.
You just learn those little details. It helps a lot.
Absolutely.
Yeah, the Arts District, it's small, but it's
nice.
growing quickly.
I mean, we're walking by. What street are we on? What's this?
This is Main Street here.
Main Street.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Lot of people around. A lot of fun places to eat.
There's a lot of antique shops here.
Oh, I've noticed.
Vegas is kind of a fun vintage antique place.
Yeah.
You can find a lot of old casino stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like old casino jackets.
Do you collect anything?
Not really, but I do have a few old signs and like some old jackets and T-shirts from casinos that don't exist anymore.
That's so cool. Yeah, because all those old casinos, like, where does all that stuff go?
Yeah.
Where does all that stuff go? It's my new song.
That's good.
It says "Take Off One Direction's Where Do Broken Hearts Go?" Where do broken hearts go? God, I love One Direction. I'm almost 40. Gotta get I can't not like it though.
Stay young.
Gotta stay young. Yeah, I know. This guy's got a big bike. All right. Yeah. What do you think of like the juggling community these days? Like, so
These days?
in 2006, it was kind of like, you know, you'd pop into conventions and stuff,
Yeah.
and you always look forward to them, going to the international conventions every summer.
Yeah.
And now, like, since you're working full time, has your, like, are you as part of the juggling community, you feel like, as you were before? Like, what's...
Not really. No, I don't go to as many conventions. They've definitely lost their magic.
Woo!
their magic a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've been to so many. It's
Yeah.
so fun to meet people.
Sure.
But it's a lot of work getting out there.
Do people think you're a magician sometimes? Everyone always goes, hey, do your magic. I'm like, I don't do magic. Why is that? Why do people think magicians
Magician,
or
clown.
jugglers are magicians?
I think there's just a group of things that people don't understand really.
Yeah.
Magic,
Yeah.
juggling, clowning maybe.
Right.
And they kind of just conflate all of them.
Yeah, they kind of lump us all together.
Yeah. I get it. I mean, you don't meet a lot of jugglers.
No. No, you really don't. There's not a lot.
No.
There's
Small
not.
community.
You're the first juggler I've had on Talkie Walkie.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
First
What an
one
honor.
also in Vegas.
Yeah.
First Talkie Walkie in Las Vegas. What do people ask you a lot when you tell them you're a juggler? They go like, "Look, what do you do for work?"
Yeah, I have that.
No, but like, no. But like, what do you do?
Yeah. It's funny. Even when I tell them I'm in Absinthe,
Yeah.
they might be like, "Yeah, what else do you do?"
Yeah, no, but like, what's your job?
Yeah, what's your
Like,
your
okay.
main thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. How many can you juggle?
Oh, how many can you juggle?
I can juggle about 8 a
Whoa!
day.
Wow!
Um,
That's incredible.
but there's guys out there doing like 12, 13. So no, like
Tom.
Yeah.
What's his name? Tom
Whitfield?
Whitfield?
Yeah.
He's out in London. He just locks himself in his racquetball court or in his apartment, and he just tosses up a ton of balls, and he's somehow catches them all.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
That's never been my strength, is like those high numbers.
No, either for me, man.
Yeah. But
So-
some people, that's all they do, is they just are trying to do one more. Thing with juggling is there's like all these different avenues you can take.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, let's talk about it. You could be like a comedy juggler.
Yeah.
You can be like a cabaret juggler,
Yeah.
right?
You can be
Numbers.
like numbers.
Um,
Well, I mean, then you can branch off into. So, for example, if you look at Japanese jugglers,
uh-huh.
they all have specialties. One guy, he only does balls and he throws them behind his head.
Huh?
There's another guy
What?
who does only devil sticks.
Balls?
And there's another guy who does clubs, but it's all stuff where he like rolls them on his shoulders.
Ah.
So there's really all these different tricks. Like, yeah, you can be a ball juggler, club juggler, ring juggler.
Look at these. Did you guys pay for that? Did you pay for that? But did you pay? These bitches be eating a Mexican fiesta. All right. Sorry.
Man.
Yeah. Okay. So then okay. I guess it does make sense because when I think about like Russians,
Yeah.
they juggle big, solid balls with
Yeah.
sand in them or something,
Right.
right? So that's kind of like, is that kind of along the lines of what you're saying? Like
Yeah, I mean-
geographically, different jugglers do different things.
There's geographic styles. There's like French style where you take one ball and then you dance and roll on the floor.
Right.
And then
Right.
there's like the
That's like that's almost like the French Canadian style too, isn't it?
yeah, there's definitely more like artsy, dancey jugglers.
Yeah.
There's more guys just focusing on doing harder and harder stuff.
Yeah.
And yeah, it is kind of broken down into
Then you got the hacks.
the hacks.
You got the hacks.
That's us.
Yep.
Um,
Oh yeah, here. Look, you were just talking about some signs.
Yeah.
There's 7-Up sign. Vintage shops.
there's a lot of cool, weird stuff here.
Very cool. Dang, that's so fun.
Yeah.
Man, this shop looks awesome.
Yeah, we should check it out. There's
We should.
a lot of stuff.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Trying to think.
juggling. Yeah.
Oh, the Mexican style of juggling is like real
Speed
fast.
juggling.
Real fast.
Yeah.
Where do you see Like, the, where,
Juggling, the future of juggling.
yeah, where's the future? Because like juggling's had a good couple of years.
It has.
It's had a good couple of years, right?
Well, honestly, it feels like it's dipped a little bit, but
It's
maybe
never
it's
mind.
coming
It
back.
hasn't had really. Wait, what's
I guess
dipped?
who you ask, I don't know.
Because I think it's, from what I'm seeing.
Yeah,
You know, I'm kind of.
it's on the up and up.
Well, I'm on the outside too now. I'm not really in it anymore.
Yeah.
But I just look at like what my friends are doing. You guys are crushing it. I see Jay Gilligan bringing his one-man show back to New York,
Right.
then touring that. I'm like, oh, okay. Well, look, there. You know, the economy's not terrible. So when the economy's
Yeah.
doing good, arts can thrive a little bit better.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm just trying to think optimistically here. But again, I'm not in the juggling community as I was, you know, years ago.
Well, I think jugglers are always getting better, so kind of the level is
Yes.
going up.
Well, that is true. The skill level. I mean, you look at guys like, oh God, what's that guy's name? That redhead, he's amazing.
Oh, Spencer.
Spencer Aioli
Yeah,
or something. Aioli, that's not his last.
Androli,
Androli, yeah.
Aioli's better.
Dude, he's so good. I know, I love that guy. I don't know why I just had a brain fart on his name. Like we're buddies and everything. But yeah, that guy is like a technical. You think he's the best in the world right now?
Probably, yeah.
Uh,
No, there are. I guess I'm just thinking maybe juggling the last few years has lacked a little bit in the innovation side.
Oh, okay.
Just because there's a lot of guys out there doing crazy hard stuff,
Sure.
but there's no new. I mean, I don't see a new like Jay Gilligan or Wes Peden.
Oh, okay.
Really innovating, trying new things, which
Huh.
is kind of what gets me excited with juggling.
Interesting. Yeah, you don't really see. Okay. Yeah.
There's people doing stuff.
Yeah, there's
But I
people
mean-
doing stuff.
It's just
Do you think people are afraid of being compared too much to like Jay and Wes and you? Like, because you're kind of in that group as well. Like, people are like, oh, you're just trying to be like Jay. You're just trying to be like Wes. Like, I kind of feel like maybe could that be the reasoning?
yeah, there could be some of that, but and I mean, people are out there trying new stuff. But I mean, I guess just when I was younger and I was looking up to Wes and Jay, I just don't see anyone like that now.
And we're talking about Wes Peden and Jay Gilligan. For those of
Yeah.
you, I'm assuming most people watching are not juggling
Yeah,
enthusiasts.
yeah, you can
So we should probably,
look them up. Yeah.
yeah, look them up. They're great performers, great jugglers.
Yeah.
What's like the most dangerous thing you've ever done while performing?
Most dangerous.
Yeah.
thing?
Because I'm sure you did some crazy fire and knife stuff back in the day, right?
You know, I've done like kind of the classics,
Uh-huh.
the knives and the fire, but I've never really done anything noteworthy.
Oh, okay.
You know, outside of that.
Sure. Did you ever do like the comedy juggling style show?
No, I didn't.
That's
That'd be fun
crazy.
to do. It was never my style.
Yeah.
I was always such a purist. Like I'm just gonna I don't care about anything else. You know, my costume's just gonna be a black T-shirt.
Uh-huh.
You know, and then I'm just gonna get out there and juggle.
Yeah.
So I always was like, fuck all that other stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna juggle. But it would be fun to try it, to
Yeah.
get into it. I love comedy.
Yeah, I know you do. That's why I'm like a lot of people I talk to love comedy, they love juggling, but never want to do it together. I'm just like, well, you know, it's a fun thing. I always wonder, like, oh, I should do my comedy juggling show again one
Yeah.
time.
Yeah,
See
yeah.
how it would go over.
Well, it's like I respect comedy a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know it's something I can't just like pick it up.
Uh-huh.
Like, oh, I'll just take a month and, you know,
Yeah.
write some jokes. Like, I know there's a lot more to it than that. So,
Really, there isn't though. I mean, like it is just writing jokes and then performing them. Like,
Yeah.
and the writing of the jokes part is the part that gets overlooked most of the time.
Yeah.
People just not against it.
Why did you transition to comedy?
My manager told me to stop juggling. He's like,
Really?
yeah, and he was like, let's see what you can do with comedy. I was like, okay. And there was a little bit of time, like during that time, I was already kind of thinking about transitioning out of the juggling, and just doing comedy because I really enjoy comedy. And it was
Maybe
always.
he knew that's what you wanted.
I don't think he knew that, but I think if I wanted to continue working with him,
Yeah.
I needed to become a comedian, and
Interesting.
yeah,
He didn't know how to book.
it wasn't
Juggler or something.
not. I mean, like honestly, I was booked a lot more when I was doing
That's what I'm thinking. It's
juggling,
it's
and I got
a lot
paid
more
better too.
A lot more competition.
But it's
Go this way.
okay. It's a
It's
little
interesting.
yeah. I do love the comedy though, and I
Yeah.
talk about juggling on stage a lot.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'll even juggle occasionally during a show. If like Lime's from the bar or something.
Yeah.
Whatever. I'll do whatever I can to put on a good show.
Now, have you ever thought of the Chris Bliss?
Mm.
The surprise at the end, I can juggle, blow everyone's mind.
Yeah. So when I'm headlining shows,
Yeah.
I oftentimes will end my set. I'll do 15 minutes of stand-up.
Okay.
And then I'll do like 10 minutes of juggling at the end. Okay. Sorry, it gets too hot. Tony, we're too hot. We're too hot for the internet.
Too hot to handle.
They keep shutting us down.
Yeah.
They're trying to censor us. I'm not gonna let that happen.
Damn it, Zuckerberg.
Yeah, it's Zuckerberg. Yeah.
Doesn't want the truth to get out.
I had a friend, my friend Sam went to grade school with Mark Zuckerberg.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, do you ever talk to him? He's like, actually, yeah. I'm like, so I have a friend who knows Mark Zuckerberg.
Really?
Isn't that crazy?
I mean, is he an alien?
I guess he's a real person. Like, they go to each other's birthday parties and stuff like that growing up.
Wow.
And so, like, they're buddy, like, it's like one of your childhood buddies, your dudes.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just hard to imagine Zuckerberg
And
hanging out.
and they're Facebook friends and they talk on Facebook Messenger.
Really?
Isn't that nuts?
That is crazy.
Yeah.
He uses Facebook.
Yeah.
He's a new Tom.
He's the new Tom.
He's not friends with everybody.
No, he is not friends with everybody.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. Mark seems like the lesser evil of the billionaires, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't he?
Yeah. I mean, seems the weakest.
Well, he's been learning jiu-jitsu or some type of martial arts.
Maybe it's the toughest.
Maybe. I mean, it's definitely not Jeff Bezos. That guy doesn't look too. He looks
He's up to
fragile.
something.
Yeah. Or maybe he's just that. I don't know. Doesn't he just seem a little fragile?
Now.
Oh, he is ripped now. You're right.
Roided out.
You're right.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
maybe Warren Buffett. I don't know.
Oh, the weakest?
The
Oh, yeah,
weakest.
Warren Buffett's gotta be.
You think so? Yeah.
He's like 100.
Yeah, Jeff Bezos is pretty ripped, isn't he?
Yeah. He's
don't
got
know.
that like money
That's right.
blow up.
Yeah.
I guess they all do.
Yeah.
You see the old photo?
Oh, yeah, that's
Where
true.
they were balding their
Yeah,
bald,
yeah.
and they're-
Well, Jeff Bezos never did his hair. You think he could have a full head of hair if he wanted?
That's true. He just went straight bald.
Yeah, Elon Musk, I think, had a hair transplant because you
Yeah.
Google photos of him. It's so funny how many celebrities, dudes, have had a hair transplant.
Uh-huh.
I will definitely get a hair transplant if I ever start losing my hair.
Yeah, yeah.
100%.
I would do that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's
I
good.
think some people just have the personality / head to be bald.
Yeah.
The kind of tough guy,
Yeah.
Joe Rogan type people.
Mm-hmm.
I
I don't know. I would look like a penis if I shaved my head. I wouldn't look good. I have like kind of like a pointy nose.
Uh-huh.
Weird. I don't have the face for it.
Yeah, it's tough. But then if you're bald, you can just always wear hats. Sometimes I don't.
You can always wear hats anyways though, right?
Well, I feel like with hair, I don't want to mess up my hair.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
stretches
that's
down the
true.
hair.
Yep, that is very true.
And so if you're bald, it's just you don't have to think about it.
Vegas simple weddings. Do you think they have weddings in this place?
I think so. There's wedding chapels everywhere here. You can get a drive-through marriage.
Would you and your lovely wife or fiance get married in Vegas at a chapel?
Yeah,
Is that what you're gonna do?
we might do it. Yeah.
Whatever the show will pay for.
Yeah, yeah,
All right.
yeah. We'll do whatever this show wants.
Hey, what's one thing you want people watching out there to know about juggling?
About juggling?
Yeah, is there a misconception? Is there something you wish people knew
There's-
about juggling that you would like?
There's a lot more to it than you see on TV.
Yeah.
Juggling
Is juggling on TV?
You see it kind of in the background when people are at carnivals,
Yeah, that is true.
Ren fairs.
Yeah.
But juggling is this whole beautiful art form that like there's just so much to it that people don't know about.
Mhm.
And so many cool things that have been done just with like music, combining it with music
Yeah.
and like combining it with rhythm and stuff. It's cool because it's so small, people don't know a lot about it.
Mm-hmm.
But
And it's like one of the newer art form as well.
yeah, I mean
In the realm.
It's grown so much in the last like 50 years.
Yeah, that's true.
That yeah, it's a cool thing to get into because it's like easy to start. Like anyone can learn to juggle in like a couple of days.
You think so?
I think
It
so.
took me like 3 months to learn the basics. I am such a slow learner when it comes to juggling. That's why comedy again is like, to me, like nothing feels better when a new joke lands.
Yeah.
And like the same as a new trick.
Yeah.
But it takes me a lot shorter amount of time to write a new trick. I'm sorry, to write a new joke that works than a trick that works that people like.
Interesting. But I would argue that it's probably better to drop than to bomb. What do you think?
Whoa.
Would you rather go out and juggle and like drop them all, or go out and get no laps?
Ooh.
What's a worse feeling?
You drop and then you pick them up and keep going?
But if you're just bombing, you can't even.
Yeah, bombing's not good.
It's terrible.
But you can learn a lot about yourself after a good bomb. You really can.
Yeah.
Because you learn what not to do and just like, I will say, whenever I feel like I'm about to bomb or I'm like bombing, I tell the audience, I'm losing ya. And then they go, oh yeah. And there's even a joke I have right now where I do lose the audience every time I say this joke.
Yeah.
And then I say, I'm losing ya. And then they laugh and then they come back because they're like, oh my gosh, this man is self-aware enough to know the audience doesn't, he's like, we're not enjoying this joke, or this joke got too weird, or
That's
it's like,
true. Yeah.
and so by saying like, by telling them, I know this, you're not with it, just hold on, almost there, that I think that kind of helps. Now that might not be like the best, thing to do.
Like it.
Yeah, but it works for me.
I think
And
audiences love honesty.
that is what I'm, see, you said it way more
You just
perfectly than I
have to acknowledge that you fucked up.
Yes.
Like there's an act in another show I used to be in where this guy is doing like bubble sculptures. It's a really cool act.
Dennis doing it?
Dennis, yeah. And when he messes up a bubble.
Oh no, watch out, a lot of shit.
Oh shit. When he messes up a bubble, he just says, "Oh, I fucked up," and people are so like caught off guard that it gets like a huge reaction.
Is he in Vegas right now?
He's not actually, but he
We did a show together in London and in New York.
Oh, okay.
Last spot we're at.
Yeah, I love Dennis.
Yeah, he's a nice guy.
He does kind of 6 months on, 6 months off.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, he's got a nice schedule.
Very cool. All right, well, Tony Pezzo, we did the talkie, we did the walkie.
We did.
Thank you for joining me. Where can people find you on the internet?
Find me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Tony Pezzo, Pezzo.
Yes. Spotify.
Come see Absinthe.
The music.
Vegas.
Definitely go see Tony and Absinthe. You don't have any matinees, right?
We don't know.
When's the earliest show you have on Friday?
7.
When's the latest show?
11.
I might be able to make the 11 o'clock show.
Maybe.
That could be fun. All right. Tony Pezzo, Talkie Walkie.
Take care.
I'll take care. That's so nice.